Did you know there are people who can completely transform their homes without spending a fortune or hiring professionals? What if I told you that with just 12 simple tricks, you could turn your house into a space that feels brand new, more organized, and incredibly welcoming? You might think home transformation requires months of planning, thousands of dollars, or special skills you don't have. But here's the truth. The most effective home changes are often the simplest ones. Right now, your home might feel cluttered, outdated, or just not quite right, and you've probably looked around wondering where to even start. The problem is, most people think they need to renovate everything at once or buy expensive furniture to see real change. That's completely wrong. In this video, I'm going to share 12 powerful tricks that work so well, you'll see dramatic results in just days, not months. These aren't complicated design theories or expensive solutions. They're practical, proven methods that anyone can use, regardless of budget or experience. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan to transform every room in your house. But here's what's at stake. If you don't learn these simple strategies, you'll keep living in a space that doesn't inspire you, spending money on the wrong things, and missing out on how amazing your home could actually feel. Stay with me, because the last trick I'll share is the one that ties everything together and creates the biggest impact. The first thing you need to understand is that lighting changes everything in a room, and most people get this completely wrong. Walk into any room in your house right now and look up. Chances are, you've got one overhead light doing all the work, creating harsh shadows and making everything look flat and uninviting. This is the biggest mistake people make when trying to improve their homes. Professional designers know that the secret to any beautiful space is layered lighting, and you can create this effect without rewiring anything or spending hundreds of dollars. Start by adding what we call ambient lighting. This means having multiple light sources at different levels throughout the room. Get a few table lamps, floor lamps, or even string lights and place them in corners, on side tables, or behind furniture. The goal is to create pools of warm light instead of one bright, harsh source. When you turn off that overhead light and use only your lamps, you'll immediately notice how much cozier and more expensive your room looks. The warm glow makes colors appear richer, creates depth, and transforms the entire mood of the space. This works in every room, from bedrooms to living rooms to kitchens. In the kitchen, add a small lamp on the counter or under cabinet lighting. In the bedroom, use bedside lamps instead of the ceiling fixture. The difference is absolutely incredible, and guests will immediately comment on how warm and inviting your home feels. This single change costs very little, but creates the foundation for everything else we're going to do. Your walls are talking to you, but they might be saying the wrong thing. Most homes have blank, boring walls that make rooms feel unfinished and cold. But here's the game changer. You don't need expensive artwork to create visual impact. The secret is understanding that walls should have personality and tell a story about who you are. Start by gathering items you already own but might have stored away. Old family photos, postcards, small mirrors, even interesting books can become wall decor. The trick is grouping them together instead of spreading them out randomly. Choose one wall in your main living area as your feature wall. This could be behind your sofa, near your dining table, or the first wall people see when they enter. Create what designers call a gallery wall by arranging different-sized frames, mirrors, and objects in a cluster. Don't worry about making it perfect or symmetrical. The beauty comes from the mix of sizes, shapes, and personal meaning. If you don't have enough items, visit thrift stores or discount stores for inexpensive frames and prints. You can even frame beautiful pages from old books, maps, or printed quotes that inspire you. The key is filling the wall space so it doesn't look empty and sad. When you walk into a room with thoughtfully decorated walls, it immediately feels more complete, more lived in, and more interesting. People will spend time looking at your walls, which makes your whole home feel more engaging and welcoming. Plants are nature's magic trick for making any space feel alive and fresh. But most people think they need a green thumb to have beautiful plants in their home. This couldn't be further from the truth. The secret is choosing the right plants and placing them strategically throughout your house. You don't need many plants to create a big impact, but you do need to put them in the right spots. Start with one large plant in a corner of your main living area. This creates what we call an anchor point and immediately draws the eye upward, making your room feel taller and more spacious. Then add smaller plants on tables, shelves, or windowsills to create layers of green throughout the space. The best plants for beginners are snake plants, pothos, rubber trees, or peace lilies because they forgive mistakes and don't need daily attention. Here's the trick most people miss. Use plants to fill empty corners and awkward spaces that you don't know what to do with. That corner by the window that always looks bare? Perfect for a tall plant. That empty spot on your bookshelf? Add a trailing plant that cascades down. Plants also clean your air and create a sense of calm that makes your whole house feel healthier and more peaceful. When people visit homes with plants, they always comment on how fresh and welcoming everything feels, even if they can't put their finger on exactly why. Hey, before we continue, let me tell you something quick. If you're enjoying these home transformation tips and want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss new content. Also, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I love connecting with viewers from around the world. Now let's get back to transforming your home. Clutter is stealing the beauty from your home, and most people don't realize how much it's affecting their daily mood and energy. The problem isn't that you have too much stuff, it's that your stuff doesn't have proper homes. When everything has a designated place, your house automatically looks cleaner, more organized, and more expensive. The secret is creating systems that are so easy to maintain that putting things away becomes automatic. Start with what I call the 5-minute pickup rule. Set a timer for 5 minutes and walk through your main living areas, putting everything back where it belongs. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish in just 5 minutes. But here's the real game changer. Every single item in your home should have a specific place where it lives. If something doesn't have a home, it will always end up creating clutter somewhere. Spend one weekend going through each room and assigning homes to everything. Keys go in a bowl by the door. Mail gets sorted immediately into action, filing, or trash. Books go back on shelves, not stacked on tables. Remote controls have a basket or drawer. When you consistently put things back in their assigned places, your home stays tidy with minimal effort. This isn't about being perfect or obsessive. It's about creating peace of mind. When your space is organized, your mind feels clearer, and your home becomes a place where you can truly relax and recharge. Mirrors are the secret weapon that professional designers use to make any space feel bigger, brighter, and more luxurious. But most people either don't use mirrors at all or put them in the wrong places. A strategically placed mirror can completely transform a room by reflecting light, creating the illusion of more space and adding elegant style. The key is understanding where to place mirrors for maximum impact. The best spot for a mirror is directly across from or adjacent to a window because it will reflect natural light throughout the room, making everything appear brighter and more spacious. If you have a small room that feels cramped, a large mirror on one wall can literally double the visual space. But here's what most people get wrong. They buy mirrors that are too small. A tiny mirror on a big wall looks lost and doesn't create any impact. Instead, go for the largest mirror you can afford and fit in the space. Oversized mirrors make rooms feel grand and sophisticated. You can find beautiful large mirrors at discount stores, thrift shops, or even make your own by having a mirror cut to size at a glass shop. Place mirrors in hallways to make them feel wider, in dining rooms to reflect candlelight and create ambiance, or in bedrooms to reflect natural light and make mornings feel brighter. The reflection creates depth and movement that makes your home feel dynamic and alive instead of flat and boring. Your furniture arrangement might be sabotaging your entire room without you realizing it. Most people push all their furniture against the walls, thinking this creates more space, but it actually makes rooms feel awkward and uncomfortable. The secret to a welcoming, functional room is creating conversation, areas, and traffic flow that feels natural and inviting. Start by pulling your furniture away from the walls and creating groupings that encourage people to sit, talk, and relax together. In your living room, arrange seating so people can easily see and talk to each other without shouting across the room. This might mean angling chairs toward the sofa, pulling the coffee table closer, or creating two smaller seating areas instead of one large one. The magic happens when you create what designers call intimacy in large spaces and openness in small spaces. If your room is small, use furniture with legs that you can see under, like sofas and chairs that sit off the floor. This creates the illusion of more space because your eye can travel under and around the pieces. In larger rooms, group furniture closer together to create cozy conversation areas that don't feel like you're shouting across a hotel lobby. Don't forget about traffic flow. Make sure people can easily walk through the room without bumping into furniture or having to squeeze between pieces. When furniture is arranged thoughtfully, your room automatically feels more welcoming, functional, and professionally designed. Textiles are the easiest and most affordable way to add comfort, color, and personality to any room, but most people underestimate their power to completely change how a space feels. Think about textiles as the clothing for your home. Just like the right outfit can make you feel confident and put together, the right combination of pillows, throws, curtains, and rugs can make your house feel cozy, elegant, and complete. The secret is layering different textures and patterns to create visual interest and physical comfort. Start with your sofa or bed, which are probably the largest pieces in your rooms. Add throw pillows in different sizes, shapes, and textures, but stick to a color scheme that complements your existing furniture. Mix smooth fabrics with rough ones, solid colors with subtle patterns. Drape a soft throw blanket over the arm of your sofa or the foot of your bed. These small additions immediately make furniture look more expensive and inviting. Don't forget about your windows. Curtains or blinds can dramatically change how a room feels. If your windows are bare, the room probably feels unfinished and cold. Add curtains that extend from ceiling to floor and beyond the width of your windows to make windows appear larger and rooms feel taller. Choose fabrics that complement your color scheme but add texture and warmth. The transformation is immediate and dramatic. Color has the power to completely change how you feel in a room, but you don't need to repaint entire walls to harness this power. The secret is using accent colors strategically throughout your space to create mood, energy, and cohesion. Most people are afraid of color because they think they need to commit to major changes. But the smartest approach is adding color through accessories that you can easily change or move around. Start by choosing 1 or 2 accent colors that make you feel happy and energized. These could be warm colors like golden yellow or burnt orange that create coziness, or cool colors like deep blue or sage green that create calm. Once you've chosen your colors, add them throughout your room in small doses. This might mean colorful throw pillows, a vibrant piece of artwork, fresh flowers, or decorative objects like vases or candles. The key is repetition. Use your chosen colors in at least 3 different places in each room, so your eye travels around the space and everything feels connected. If you're feeling bold, paint 1 accent wall in your chosen color, or add a colorful rug that ties everything together. Color creates emotion and energy in ways that neutral spaces simply cannot. When people walk into a room with thoughtful color choices, they immediately feel more engaged and interested in the space. Let me share something quick before we continue. If you want to earn extra income working from home and learning something that could become a profitable business, I've prepared a complete guide showing you how to make artisan soaps from scratch, which ingredients to use, and even how to sell them to build a customer base. The link is in the first pinned comment, and attention. The special discount is only for channel subscribers and for just a few days. After that, the price returns to normal. Now, let's continue with the video. Your ceiling is the fifth wall in every room, but most people completely ignore it, missing a huge opportunity to add character and visual height to their spaces. When you draw the eye upward, rooms automatically feel larger, more interesting, and more sophisticated. The simplest way to enhance your ceiling is with lighting, but there are many other creative approaches that cost very little but create dramatic impact. If you have plain white ceilings, consider adding architectural interest with simple molding or trim that you can install yourself. Even basic crown molding makes rooms feel more finished and elegant. For a more dramatic approach, try adding wood beams, either real or faux, that create texture and warmth overhead. If you're renting or want something completely temporary, consider peel and stick ceiling tiles or even fabric panels that add pattern and softness above. Don't forget about ceiling fans, which are both functional and decorative. A beautiful ceiling fan can become a focal point while improving air circulation and comfort. The goal is making people look up when they enter your room, which automatically makes the space feel taller and more grand. When the ceiling has personality, the entire room feels more complete and thoughtfully designed. Storage solutions that double as decoration are the secret to maintaining a beautiful, organized home without sacrificing style for function. The problem with most storage is that it's ugly and makes rooms feel cluttered, even when things are technically put away. The solution is choosing storage pieces that are so beautiful they enhance your decor while hiding your stuff. Look for baskets, boxes, furniture with hidden compartments, and shelving that displays beautiful items while concealing necessary but less attractive things. A gorgeous woven basket can hold blankets, magazines, or toys while adding texture and warmth to your room. A beautiful wooden box on your coffee table can store remote controls and charging cables while looking like intentional decor. Built-in looking storage, like bookcases or window seats with hidden compartments, makes rooms feel custom and expensive while providing essential organization. The key is thinking about storage as part of your decorating plan, not something separate that you add later. When storage is beautiful, you'll actually use it, which keeps your home looking clean and organized effortlessly. Your guests will never know that your most beautiful room accessories are actually hiding all your everyday necessities. Scent is the invisible element that can make your home feel welcoming and memorable. But most people either ignore it completely or use artificial fragrances that feel overwhelming and cheap. The secret is creating subtle, natural scents that make people want to spend time in your space without being obvious about it. Think about how you feel when you walk into a bakery, a garden, or a cozy cabin. Scent creates emotional connections and memories that visual elements alone cannot achieve. Start by eliminating bad odors instead of trying to cover them up. Open windows regularly for fresh air, clean fabrics that absorb smells, and address any sources of unpleasant odors at their root. Then add pleasant scents naturally throughout your home. Fresh flowers, herbs growing on windowsills, simmering spices on the stove, or high-quality candles create inviting aromas that feel authentic and welcoming. Different rooms can have different scent personalities. Kitchens might smell like vanilla or cinnamon, bedrooms like lavender or clean linen, living areas like wood or fresh air. The goal is creating a signature scent for your home that people associate with feeling comfortable and relaxed in your space. When scent is done right, people will always remember how good your home made them feel, even if they can't explain exactly why. Now that you've learned these 12 powerful home transformation tricks, you have everything you need to completely change how your space looks and feels. Remember, you don't need to implement all of these changes at once. Start with the ones that excite you most or address your biggest concerns. Maybe it's adding better lighting to make rooms feel cozier, or decluttering to create peace of mind, or bringing in plants to add life and freshness. The beauty of these strategies is that each one builds on the others, creating a home that feels cohesive, welcoming, and uniquely yours. Your home should be your sanctuary, the place where you feel most comfortable, energized, and at peace. These aren't just decorating tips. They're life-changing strategies that will improve how you feel every single day. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect budget. Start today with one small change and watch how it motivates you to keep improving and transforming your space. The most important thing is taking action, because your future self will thank you for creating a home that truly supports and inspires your best life. Which of these 12 tricks are you most excited to try first? Drop a comment and let me know what your biggest home challenge is right now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss videos that can help you create the home of your dreams. Your perfect home is waiting for you to create it.